Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brendan Lee with thebrendonlee.com and Support of Consciousness and Skill Worldwide, which is founded by Peter Ralston. Welcome back. In this video, I want to talk to you about implementing the principle of honesty into your life. This comes from a question. Well, actually, I guess we could be honest here. I am intentionally asking people who I know who are associated with Cheng Shin if they have questions so I can produce content and try to be of some value for a larger plan of trying to grow a business online, trying to provide value, a value service to other people in exchange for money. That's the goal, and to do what I am passionate about while I do that. That's pretty much what I'm up to here. So in this video, somebody asked the question at my request, or asked, how can I implement the principle of honesty into my life? Or no, how do you implement the principle of honesty into your life, etc.? So that's what this video is about. Now, regarding the question, thank you for asking the question. And thank you, Brendan, for asking people to ask the question. I appreciate it. I'm not going to tell you necessarily how I implement the principle of honesty, because I want you to figure it out for yourself. I want you to take a look. I want to invite you to take it on for yourself and then see what happens. That seems more aligned with the spirit of the endeavor that we're working on here, that I'm working on here. So, no, I'm not going to answer your question directly. However, I will brainstorm some ideas with you about how you could do that. For example, you could... Well, let's think about it. Honesty, right? You want to implement honesty into your life. First of all, there is no right way to live your life. You could be honest, you could be a liar. I mean, just the truth of the matter is that is the case. Why? How do I know? Well, because we have liars and we have honest people. We have mass murderers and we have Mother Teresa. We've got Gandhi and we've got Hitler. So, hey, they all lived their life just fine until they died. So, fuck it. Pretty much a crapshoot. Now, so there's no, like in the world of Cheng Shin, in the world of consciousness and skill worldwide, you don't need to live your life a certain way. You could lie. We're all about discovering what the truth is, whatever that is. See? So, when we're looking at honesty, the spirit and as if the context with which we hold the investigation is one of I just want to know what it is. So, we will get you to grasp or invite you to grasp for yourself what honesty is. What is a principle? And what's its power, if any? What's its impact on my life, if any? And then the only way to know that for sure, since we're down with the whole experiential learning business, is for you to check it out yourself. Always, always, always. You experience it. You go for it. You take a look. Try being honest. See what happens. Try lying. See what happens. What occurs. Check it out. So that's my first thing, sort of setting a stage, foundation, and invitation for you to hey, go do it. Don't just listen to some pontificating, balding head on YouTube spew some, hopefully, good nonsense, okay? Man, I'm full of it today. All right, so go check it out. Now, how could we, let's brainstorm a little bit. How could we, or you, or I, just kind of leaving it open there, how could we be honest? Well, you could go up to somebody and just tell them what you think of them, honestly. You could go up to somebody of the opposite sex, somebody you're attracted to, and tell them, hey, I want to have sex with you, rather than doing that, that whole song and dance that people do when they're out at the bar and they want to get laid, but they don't want to just go say, hey, will you get laid with me? Let me buy you some drinks, pretend I'm interested in you, oh, wow, that's so cool. But really, I just want to have sex. Well, yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, maybe after this coronavirus thing is over. You could... Let's see, what other ways you could be honest? Well, you could say what's true. You could practice saying what's really true. You see, like, for example, sometimes people hold honesty like, oh, if I'm going to be honest, that means I just say what's in my experience right now. So like say you do something and I get mad, then I tell you I'm mad, and so I'm honest about my experience, and I think like, okay, that's the best, that's as honest. It's honest. I told you what I'm feeling. Yeah, but do you know why you feel that way? Can you be honest about that? Can you be honest about what anger is? Can you tell the truth about that? Now we're starting to get a little deeper. See? Oh, I'm sad. You made me sad. Well, is that true? Did you tell the truth? You made me sad. Where does sadness come from? How does sadness get created? If it appears that sadness is caused by somebody else, okay, you can be honest about that, but then see if you can get more honest. And then now we're just talking maybe a greater depth of honesty. So then if that's the case about honesty, and there's greater and greater depths of honesty, then what's the deepest level of honesty possible? Can you tell the truth about reality? Like, okay, I'm going to be honest about reality. I see a wall over there. Well, do I see a wall? Oh, I know that sounds really weird. Do I see a wall? Is that true? Am I seeing the wall? What is a wall? Is a wall the same as my perception as what's over there? Or is a wall something else, like a concept, for example? I don't know. And then what is a concept? Can you be honest about that? You see? So these are some examples. Okay, so like honesty, I'm not giving specific, like, I don't think I'm giving specific ways to be honest, but I'm trying to open it up so that then you can create as many different ways to be honest as you can. And that's my intent here. In social situations, man, talk about dishonesty. As far as I can tell, social situations, for the most part, by and large, it's all about manipulating other human beings so that I can feel good and avoid feeling bad. And that's pretty much what I'm up to in a social environment, or avoid looking bad. Isn't that true? Like, does that ring true to you, or no? Or am I full of shit? See, so then so then back to the question, like, how do we be honest in social situations? Well, give it a try. You ever go up to somebody at the cash register? You go, in America at least, and you go to the cash register and they say, how are you doing today? Do you ever be honest about how you're actually doing that day? Oh, I'm fine, thanks. That's like the programmed response. How are you doing? I'm fine. How are you doing? Oh, great, thanks. You might be having a shitty day. What are you going to say? Oh, I'm feeling shitty. I've done that. They kind of, Like if I'm having a bad day, how are you feeling today? I'm actually feeling really bad and really impatient right now, and I don't know what to do with that sometimes. So, you can do that. That's one way you can go. You can be direct and straight with whatever is the communication. Take a look at places where you might hedge or hold back, withholding some aspect of what's true for you in a social situation, and then don't do that and see what happens. I can already sense it now, like perhaps, oh God, why would I do that? So then you can be honest about what's really going on in a social situation as well. Like, what is that happening? You see, if you have, because I see it all the time in workshops, right? People do an honesty exercise, and we get real honest, and people, I'm not going to share that. Why? I can't say that in front of people. Why? You see? There does seem to be a drive of not being straight or completely honest. Now, I'm not saying it's, and again, remember, I am not saying that being honest is the good and right path and being dishonest is bad, although I personally dislike it when people are dishonest with me because I'm like, why are you doing that? Ouch. Okay, but that doesn't matter. I'm not trying to lay out a schematic for how to live life, so please don't make one. And then account me for that. That's you. If you make a schematic for how to live life, that's on you. That's not me. I'm not telling you how to live life. I'm just trying to reveal honesty here with you and invite you to different ways that you can train it. All right? So honesty in social situations, you get the sense. Honesty in life, you can be honest about the nature of existence. You can be honest about like what's really underlying all of your motivations. You can be honest, and then just in case you fall down the psychology trap of explaining everything in a psychological paradigm, you can get honest about what is it that created psychology in the first place, because it doesn't just exist. Psychology is something that's made up, just like martial arts. Okay, it's all made up. So you can be honest about that and investigate it. All right? So those are some things about honesty. I don't know. Let me check. Now, there's a little bit more. I just checked the consideration, the question. How to be honest in relationships. Okay. That, just go ahead and do it. Okay. When in an intimate relationship have you seen people be really, really honest? How many times? I know I have friends that are married. I have friends that are in intimate relationships. I've been in intimate relationships. Can you actually tell your intimate partner what you really think? Okay, you could be honest about what you really think. Now, perhaps the thinking itself is a form of like trying to get some sort of job done, so you can be honest about why you're thinking that as well and go deeper. What's really going on with you such you would even have the thought in the first place. But in terms of the relationship itself, I don't see much honesty going on. Not to the degree that I just don't see it. Okay? So how do you do it in relationships? You just do it and then see what happens. Okay? All right. That's the relationships. And then, perhaps more importantly, being honest with yourself. I consider that to be the most important aspect. Because if you can't be honest with yourself about what's really going on with you, you're likely to hide what's really going on with you. If you're dishonest about it, how do you lie to yourself? You see, like I posted a video recently of this guy who... There's this really great, I think he's really great. This guy, he's in China, and he's an MMA guy, and he's fighting, he's exposing the fakeness of martial arts. I love what he's doing, because he is taking MMA, which is an actual fighting art, and there's a few arts that are actual fighting arts, where they actually fight. MMA is one of them. And he is revealing the dishonesty in the martial arts community in China. I guess in mainland China. I don't know exactly where he's from. But I see these videos, right? And one of the videos recently that I posted, man, I just fucking love what he's doing. He went up against a guy who was a Tai Chi master. Now, back in the day, Tai Chi was a fighting art, apparently. That was used for fighting, for actually destroying somebody else's body against their will. That's what fighting is about. Destruction of another human being. It's kind of fucked up if you think about it. Okay? And this Tai Chi master got in the ring with this MMA guy who can actually fight. So there's one guy who probably says, I'm a master, I can fight. Like, I'm a Tai Chi master, therefore I can fight, which is bullshit. And there's somebody who does MMA, and he's like, he can actually fight. They get in the ring, bang, I think, what did he do? I think front kick, and then size the guy up, low kick, the guy dropped his attention, bam, hit him once in the face, and that was it. Fight over. Okay, now, it is clear to me who won. And you just watch the video. MMA guy, would have wiped this guy's life out if he wanted to. But then after the video, I saw the Tai Chi master speaking about what happened. And it was nothing but a load of shit. Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. The sun was in my eyes. I wasn't ready, or I wasn't warmed up. It was just excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse.
到了场地是很匆忙，为什么呢？因为提前了2个小时开打，就是我没有时间去热身。我甚至这个环境，我第一次就是这个，我有1年多没来这种地方了，我是很陌生的，匆匆忙忙换了衣服就上了擂台。我一到擂台上，我一踏这个地，哇，这个地怎么这么软？因为这1年的训练是在硬地上训练，哇，我一想怎么找个这个擂台这个垫子这么软，是非常不利于太极拳的发挥的，力的发挥，那种整劲的发挥，那种撑劲儿、鼓荡劲儿的，一下就找不到了。站位的时候，裁判让我站这个位置，这个位置的话是面对着阳光的，徐晓东是背对着阳光，我是有一点刺眼的，当时我也没完全在意。那么打起来了，那么的话移动起来的时候，那么这个阳光刺眼的这个很明显的。
This is a lie, a lie, a lie, a lie, and a lie. There's nothing but dishonesty, and he's doing it to himself. Why? Is he seeing the objective truth that is clear if you watch the video? You cannot fight right now. Hey, it's not saying you can't fight in the future. If you train a lot and actually fight a bunch, then you can fight. Okay? So, but do you see, the guy is lying to himself, and now what are the consequences of him lying to himself about what happened? Can he see what really happened? No, he's trying to reframe reality to say, I didn't lose. He's protecting something, clearly. You see? So this is lying to himself. Now, what's the consequences? Well, for one, for me as an outside viewer, if I'm looking at somebody, an individual like that, do I think that they're powerful? Do I think that they're straight and honest? No. Do I think that it reveals a character to me that I'm like, There's one big consequence. Other people, your reputation will suffer. You will be seen as that by others. Now, what's the consequences? What are his own consequences? He doesn't know that he lost. Or he knows that he lost, but he's quickly trying to hide it. So then in our efforts of, say, so bringing it back to the question here, being honest with yourself seems to be very important if you want to show up as an honest individual, as a straight human being. Because if you don't do that, you will show up as a liar, and there's consequences to that. Do you see how that is? And or if you're trying to become conscious of something that's true about yourself, you can't avoid anything about you. It forces you to take a look at the hard truth, whatever that is, because I guarantee you that you have stuff about yourself that you don't like. How are you going to discover what is going on with you if you can't let everything that you don't like about yourself be? And if you can't let everything that you like about yourself be, except we have a lot easier time with stuff that we like about ourselves is be there because we like it. See? So then in this case, some of the consequences of lying to yourself is like you hide what's really going on with you from yourself, which is possible to do. How do I know that? I wonder how I know. I'm a human being just like all you other people. See? I got shit going on. You see how that is? Or like Werner Erhard said, you can only be as high as you can be low. You can't be as high, man, I really botched that one up. You can only be as high as you can be low. So if you ignore the low parts, you can't be really high. If you ignore the negative, how are you going to be really positive without faking it. You see, just fake positivity all the time. Oh, I'm so positive. Life is so great. But ignoring all the other stuff. No, how about let's let all of it be here and be positive. Let it all be. Okay? So, I'm afraid I may have got off track, kind of. So that's some stuff about being honest in relationship and being honest with yourself. And the main thing, if you're going to do the principle, is like just do it. Be honest. And then see if you can get more honest. Because one of the things that happens, like with principles, say, some of the principles that we work on in the martial arts at least, you train it, you get exposed to it, first you think about it, then you start to work on it, and then you grasp the principle. Oh, honesty. And then you work it. And at first, your knowledge and your skills and facility with the principle are limited. But the more you train it, the deeper it goes. And so my invitation is to take it all the way to the end. You know? Like, ultimately honest, whatever that is. And then you decide whether you're going to train it or not. But see if you can grasp it to the end. That doesn't mean you have to show up like some sort of spiritual fancy pants. No, just be honest. Whatever that is. Okay? So there you go. It's been an honor and a privilege. This is Brennan Lee with thebrennanlee.com. If you want to be serious, if you want to be a little serious, I've got a free course. If you want to be more serious, just check the links in the description. Come to a workshop. Hire me to work with you online and pay me money. Okay? Thank you very much. Check the links if you're serious. Much love. Do good work. We'll talk soon. Bye.